would move on to the second exercise, which is 7.2, a numerical example, and we are assuming the following information regarding 4 different countries represented by land 1, land 2, land 3, and land 4. Starting from an equilibrium, each country would increase its government expenditure as well as its tax by 5 units. This is again similar to saying our dg is equal to dt is equal to 5 units. Use the provided table below and calculate by how much units the income would change. And you would have to enter the values in the last column of the table. This is actually straightforward calculation because in 7.1 we have found out that dy over dg is equal to 5. And this leads us to the conclusion where we say dy is equal to dg. And then in the condition that we have just seen, dg is given to be equal to 5 units. So this is automatically leading us to the conclusion where we can say dy is equal to 5. So here the solution of this exercise 7.2 would look like that. Each country in the given scenario would have a value of 5 for dy. In order to make sure that we are on the correct path, we can take one country as an example and calculate by how much our dy would be if we increase government expenditure and taxes by 5 units. So we have already seen that our domestic goods market equilibrium is given by C1 multiplied by y minus t plus investment plus government expenditure G. So I would take land 1 as an example, and I would calculate the base scenario first, collecting the values from the table that we had. So we had y, and C1 is given to be 0.5, and we don't know y, minus tax is given to be 100. We don't have any investment, so I would take 0, and our government expenditure was 100. If I get rid of the bracket in the right hand side equation, I would have 0.5y minus 50 plus 100. So if I subtract minus 0.5y from both sides, I would have y minus 0.5y would give me 50. And here again I would have 0.5y would be 50, where y would be equal to 50 divided by 0.5, which would be 100 units. And then we are saying both government expenditure and taxes increase by 5 units, so this would give us the second scenario. And here again we can calculate the income in order to see our change income, or our dy is equal to our change in government expenditure and our change in tax. So here again I would write the initial condition. I still have 0.5 for my marginal propensity to consume. Income would be y, minus taxes have changed, so we have 105 because we had dt is equal to 5. Investment is 0, so I will not write it here. And government expenditure was 100, but we said our government expenditure changed by 5 units, so we would have 105 here. So again, if I get rid of the bracket on the right-hand side equation, I would have 0.5y, and 105 multiplied by 0.5 would give me 52.5, and I still have my 105. And if I subtract 0.5y from both sides of equations, I would have 1 minus 0.5y on the left-hand side, and I would have 52.5, which is 105 minus 52.5. This would give me 0.5y is equal to 52.5, and y would be 52.5 divided by 0.5, which would give me a value of 105. So as you can see, we had said dg was 5, dt was also 5, and our dy, in this case, it changed from 100 in our basic scenario to 105 in our second scenario, so it is also to be represented by 5 units.